you should die by the sword and drink your own blood. That's good teaching. Because let me tell you something, I got 5 daughters and a son. And if you come on my property trying to hurt my babies, I'm not going to pray for you. I'm not going to think about you. I'm going to kill your ass. I was in Mayberry with Andy Griffith, Newberry. And Brother Anthony Hill goes to your war. Fight your war. And you come back and you shoot him in the head and you drag him down the middle of the street and you ask me what's wrong with Hashim. Brother, go to the Army in California, get disciplined, get trained, come back, get a job. Start talking about the corrupt LA Police Department. You chase him and you burn him in the house and make him look like he's the villain. And the reason the police are so disrespected is because code blue is code death. How can you be a law enforcement officer, see your partner blow somebody's head off, and then take the code of silence? You're a fucking hypocrite. And Dr. King told you this. I don't have to use Malcolm. I don't have to use Harry. I don't have to use Dr. Khalid Muhammad. I can use somebody. They brought to Washington with 250,000 people and wanted to get along. He said, stop blaming it on the Klan. The Klan is only 7 to 8% of white people. He said the problem is the 93% that benefit from the Klan work, that stand behind the Klan work. And they want to use the Klan as some sideshow while they robbing you of trillions of dollars in this building behind you. You gotta worry about them senators. Let me tell you about them senators. John F. Kennedy became president. His brother became attorney general. His brother Edward Kennedy became what? The senator of Massachusetts. And when Obama became the first black president, Kennedy was sitting at the dinner table, and that's where he had his aneurysm attack. He was still the senator 50 years later. You got some old cracker senators who carried that Dixie flag, but that flag ain't nothing compared to that paper they signed to keep you in poverty, to keep Bank of America from giving you loans, that keep your educational system failing you, that keep you from getting the gentrification in your neighborhood and buying up everything and giving it to somebody else. But that's not their problem, that's your problem. Because when you go to McDonald's, you choose where you spend your money. When you go to a store that's ran by an Indian that won't hire you, you do that. When you line up at a Chinese restaurant and they ain't got nobody like you in there and rush you out, you give them their money. Why am I mad about that? Because the best teacher is history, it's not Hashim. When you become a leader, the Bible says you become a servant of the people. I'm just your servant. So when Emmett Till in 1955 was shot in the head and axed in the head and killed as a baby for whistling at a white woman in a store, the Klan who killed him was found innocent, drinking Coke and smoking cigars in the courtroom. But you know what we did? We went right back to that store and brought eggs and bacon and bread from that store for the next 50 years. What the hell wrong with you? Ain't nothing wrong with them. There's something wrong with you in your mind. When you give your enemy the income, the reason they got all these troopers and the reason the United States Army got such a big budget is because of you, and you don't ask the damn thing of them. Have you ever visited the Pentagon? Have you ever asked Obama for any damn thing? Well, the Tea Party have and they got it. The right wing have and they got it. The left wing have and they got it. And all you said was, we got a black president. You're out of your mind. To go to work 8-9 hours a day and then give your baby money to liquor. Give your baby money to drugs. Fill up striptease clubs and you ain't even paid your child support yet. Fools! You stop being foolish and white people start to respect you, because every man respects a man. We can't go forever blaming our problem on somebody else when we know we got our own damn problem. Frederick Douglass stood up at a man and said, who am I to speak on your 4th of July as a slave? And in Chicago we shot 84 black men, 14 dead, we ain't said a damn thing. We got problems. And I'm glad to say it ain't the white man, and white man is not God. If we straighten up our problems, then we can move out. As long as you blaming your problem on somebody else and asking somebody else to solve your problem, you leaving your damn problem for your baby to solve. Frederick Douglass went to England, wrote a book, and they say your book gonna get you killed, you can't go back. He said, give me the first boat going back. That's why I wrote the book. Frederick Douglass didn't die of being shot, stabbed, he died honorable. Harriet Tubman had an $80,000 reward. Dead or alive. But the Union Army paid her in the end and she died in a rocking chair. Because she stood up. People respect you when you stand up. Who in the hell want to deal with somebody laying down? Get your ass up. You're trying to ask somebody to solve your problem who don't understand their own problem. The banks and the money collapsing all over the world and you worshiping money. No more culture. You don't know who Joe Kenyatta is. You don't know who Nkrumah is. You don't know who Patrice Lumumba is. But you know who George Washington is. So you can't sit across and go toe-to-toe in the debate. But you seen the great debate. We had people in the 40s sitting at Harvard, wearing them out. Malcolm didn't only speak in Harlem, he spoke at Harvard. Where's the Harvard thinkers now? Where are we? See, the thing we got to do, Black Power? Black Power. The thing we got to do, we got to straighten up our house. And when we straighten up our house, our neighbor will watch and start straightening up his house. And when your neighbor straighten up his house, then we'll straighten up our neighborhood. And when we straighten up our neighborhood, we'll straighten up our city. And when we straighten up our city, we'll straighten up our nation. When we straighten up our nation, then Africa will be ready to receive us. And that's the point we're about to go to. Y'all ready? You got 54 nations in Africa. One was not bothered by the European, Ethiopia. Who took over the great army Shaka Zulu, the British? Who killed Patrice Lumumba, the Portuguese? Everywhere you go, the white man meddle in your business, but you are the majority. Why do he win? Because we turn against each other. Patrice Lumumba wasn't killed by no white man. He was killed by his own black general. Are you talking to me? Talk black to me then. Do you know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about the Congos that changed the Zaire. I'm talking about black people, history in Africa that led here, and we're doing the same damn thing over again. You know how they got away with killing Patrice Lumumba in Africa? They brought George Foreman and Muhammad Ali and said, "Boombaye."